Hi. I'm very cold. That's why huge jacket. I'm here in my little walk, and I felt like I wanted to ask myself a few questions, and maybe videotape it. That way, if you find it helpful, those questions can serve you. Obviously, your answers will be different than mine. So there you go. Let's see. The first question that comes to mind is learning about human design. I am a 5'2" profile, meaning I'm supposed to have innate talents. And at the same time, a lot of people are supposed to project a lot of ideas of what I'm good at or I could do for them or for the world that are not necessarily my talents, or mainly the talents that I actually want to invest on. So my question was, what are my talents? Right? Very personal question. I really don't know the answer. Maybe because it's in the line 2, which is the unconscious. I don't know what my talents are. I know I've been told I'm really good at this and that and that and that and that, and therefore I'm expected to do this and that and that and that and that. I have done different things that fulfill that 5 line of like being in the public eye and being a little bit of a rebel, and the 5th line is supposed to be like the disruptor, right? Like the one that brings universal truth, the one that comes to show people how things will work practically or improve them, or just make it different, show a different way of doing, seeing, being. So I feel like, since I'm so unaware of some of my talents, and sometimes I'm so skeptical about what others tell me that my talents are, because I just feel like they're projecting things that they will want for themselves, or they just think that I'm good at or interested in, which I'm actually not. One thing that I know I'm good at because I just always being a little odd, like within the family environment, for example. And by odd, I don't mean like super weird or anything. I just mean, for example, like grew up in a household where, very traditional, like you have to do good in school, you have to good grades, and there was this sense of, if you don't study, if you don't apply yourself, if you don't get good grades, then you're not like my daughter, or you're not like my mom had to say that. It was a silly say, but it was a very traditional way of seeing things, right? Like you, especially growing up in a country that wasn't as rich, you really want your children to strive and to get educated, because that's the key to success. So obviously my parents will be pushing for that, and studying meant getting good grades and being this and being that, and that will lead you to success, and you were applauded, and you were like you were worthy. When you will get good grades, you will be loved, and I rebelled against that. I always rebelled against that because one, I didn't care about studying much. I didn't care about doing things. I only care about being in La La Land and like maybe doing some art stuff, which was never really seen with any sort of admiration. Actually, like, oh, look at her waste of time, she's doing art. And I rebelled against the idea that I need to get good grades to be loved or to be successful in any way, or for my family to care about me. And I carry that along. It's not like I didn't get the good grades. I actually did, because I'm pretty smart. Thank goodness, thank parents, thank whatever. But like I kind of wanted to break that idea. Be like, no, siblings, you don't have to achieve good grades to be loved by parents. Look, I got a 0, I got an F, and look, mommy is hugging me as I'm crying because I got an F. She's hugging me and loving me. So there you go. You'll still be loved. So I always had this sense that I really needed to break the stereotype by just embodying the breaking of a stereotype. Another thing that is dear to my heart is family, and one of the things that I remember when I was in college was everybody's like, oh my god, you're gonna be so successful because we're getting a career and we're gonna get a job and we're gonna show the men, like the world, that women can do it better, and we're gonna go and work and like achieve higher positions. And in my head I was like, yeah, for sure. But at the same time, what if I just wanna be a stay-home mom? Yeah, I'm studying because it's interesting to me, and because like if at some point I need it, I'll be able to use my degree. But what if I don't care about being a CEO? What if I don't care about having a full-time job? What if I what if I really care about being able to be home with my child and hold them and make them feel loved, and look at them when they fall, when they go up, when they cry, when they laugh, just be there. Obviously that comes from experiences of having a single, like my mom, she was a single parent for pretty much my entire life. So I, as a child, craved that time with my mother. And being me and wanting to not use my career, as much as lucrative it could be, and put it aside to just stay home with my child, that's something that is kind of odd in this day and age, and I'm good at that. I'm good at being that odd person who just wants to be. I just want to be. There are very important things that people might think are important, and that's fine because everybody's different. So some women will definitely thrive in an office job, being a CEO, like they need it, based on their design, based on their planners, based on their psychology, whatever. Some others don't. And I just want to say to the moms out there, to the women out there, to the girls studying and getting a career because it is the right thing to do, because it's good, it's fun, let's go for it. But you don't have to fulfill a stereotype. You don't have to be whatever society wants you to be. It's okay to be the oddball, and it's okay to want something that is against the norm. And I have enjoyed being a stay-home mom for 3 years. I will never give it up. I gave it up. Don't get me wrong. I had to give it up, but I wouldn't change that for the world. Like I was telling my family, they were like, "You have a degree, you have a career, you have a study. Why not?" I'm like, because you will have to pay me millions to change my daughter's first couple months with her. The snuggles, the cries, the laughs, the baking, it wasn't easy, it wasn't fun. There were moments that you just wanted to cry when they were crying, but I wouldn't change it for millions of dollars. And no career, no status, not the title would be more fulfilling to me personally, than having spent those years with her. So yeah, what are you good at? Innately good at? Because I feel like that's what I'm good at, is being my old self and sharing with others that, hey, that might be okay. That might be okay not to always want to go with the flow and break some stereotypes. of like, or break some rules, and just being you. And like, you will still be loved, you will still survive, you still have worth, regardless of your title, regardless of your grades. Like, my mother loved me, period. Regardless of giving up a career for spending time with your child, guess what? I'm valuable. And if that's what your call is, believe me, you will not trade it for anything. So give yourself permission to do that. I definitely need to give myself more permission to be more of myself, and create systems that would allow me to do that, right? Because we do live in this world, and there are certain rules, and there are certain ways that the planet is designed, the world, the systems are designed. But allow yourself, find ways to just be able to allow yourself to be you, and to have your goals achieved. And your goals might be completely different than what the masses think. So yeah.